I'm not very impressed with one little green. Okay. 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 I'm sorry. I'm not disrespecting you.
If you would like me to leave the classroom...
Leave me alone!
Turn the light on. Ah! What is going on out there? Tammy's out there yelling like, go away. Are you okay?
Go away!
Hey, what's going on everybody? Time for another paranormal exploring video. Got Tammy, of course. Jason's got the third seat this time, helping us out. Thank you, Jason. Welcome back, by the way. So we are in a place that, I mean, Tammy's already said it, it's got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
The AuGlaize Village Museum is actually a collection of properties that were brought to this land. 18 of these buildings are at least 100 years old. They literally would pick these buildings up and move them to this property. It's literally set up like an old pioneer village. Like it's got a store, a train depot, it's got a church, a school, a family's two-story cabin.
We were even told today that these ghosts, these spirits, these energies that reside here communicate. It's a weird kind of like spirit community. I've never even used those words before.
Could be possible. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, like you have the guy that has the cabin over here who's friends
with the school teacher.
With the school teacher who's friends with the postmaster. This place is so big that we're doing things a little bit different tonight. We've got some of our favorite locations. We're gonna be drawing from a hat of who gets to pick where they go with what type of equipment. So we're gonna do a lot of solos tonight. We got multiple cameras we're gonna use. Hopefully we're gonna have a lot of activity and a lot of fun. Already it's kind of cool to be in this village. I think it's neat.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe so you can get in touch with all of our updated videos throughout the season, and check out paranormalexploring.com for all the cool events that Tammy has going on, and like I said, all the new videos as well.
Oh, the doctor. Robert Cameron, MD. So. Woo! This is good. Y'all see this? Look at that wheelchair. So David Meering Millhall, MD. This is really cool. Ooh, look at him. Yeah. This one, I think we're gonna get something happening here. I mean, look at this stuff, you guys. Can you imagine? Calendar from 1925. Oh my gosh. I think this is gonna be a hot spot tonight.
And you got the train depot, the school, church, and that is a cemetery. And actually, there are 3 bodies in there.
Oh, like that's not just a makeshift cemetery? That's like a legitimate...
Well, they were actually, the people that are buried there were moved from somewhere else, so that, like where the Walmart is, I believe. They wanted to make the parking lot, so they had to move the bodies.
God, I'm feeling like, I don't know if there's a military one around here. So maybe there's a jail here that housed some prisoners or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like none of this back here looks like prisoners or jails. Does it? Not to me. But I'm still getting like, oh, this bell. This bell. It's been painted, but it's old. I smell smoke. So the thing they built around it isn't real, but like the bell. I smell fire. Ready? don't think they moved the building that it was with. I don't even know if the building it was with exists. But that bell, like, I got pulled right to that bell. Ooh. I almost feel like these were unearthed somehow. I don't know. I hope that this is just headstones put in here. I hope that these are not unearthed bodies.
The people that are buried there were moved from somewhere else, so that, like where the Walmart is, I believe.
I feel like they were put here because they were unearthed somewhere else. Because it's restless here. Are these the only buildings that we're going in? Are we doing more buildings though?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I'm sensing something that I can't find.
Oh yeah, we haven't even gone back there.
Okay, good.
This is just the first day.
Okay, good. Good. Because I was sensing something I can't find. You want me to leave these open then?
Yeah.
Okay. What? What did you say? I asked him if there was more buildings because I'm sensing something I can't find. But I almost feel like we should have a jail or a prison or I don't know, like a prisoner of war kind of situation. But I don't know if that's because we spent all day at the battlefield today. So I don't know. But I don't see anything that looks like that. Okay, so, wow. This is a church, okay? But I feel like it's just, like every different denomination is just thrown together in here. Not that one religion is different than the other, one's better than the other, that's not what I'm saying. I just feel like that's my floor walk creaking. I feel like the unpeace in here, the unease in here for a church, I think it's because there's so many different churches thrown into one building. We're gonna random pick buildings tonight, I think Josh said. This one might be one that I would hopefully get to draw.
What types of activity have you seen from in here?
Capture pictures and images of people sitting in the pews or like a shadow or something in the pew. A frequent occurrence is something looking in the windows, and one of you will see it, but you will run out there as fast as you can and you will not find it. Like it's happened to me at least 3 times. Like where I legit saw like a black or dark head right in the window, and I point at it, it like darts down. It's weird.
Sherry School, number 7. Oh yeah. Think we can get some misbehaving kids in here tonight? This is really cool. Oh, can you imagine if that was your paddle? You can tell where, Board of Education, you can tell where I come from.
Basically goes back to the rifle range.
Okay. You say this is the area where that girl got shot?
Back there was.
Okay.
Like leading back to here. This is that Native American guy.
Oh, okay.
It's in the trees and shit. Like you see him in the trees.
There's some creepy looking trees too.
And you know you can hear how you're walking.
Yeah.
And like when you hear rocks being kicked up like 5-10 feet back behind you, kind of like, hey, did I do that? And then you start walking a little more carefully, make sure, and then you still hear it. See that building?
Yeah.
That's the rifle range. And that's where it's like she ran out into the field on that side. Her name was Robin Cops, I believe. They're about to turn 14 in a month. Her brother, and her father were out at the rifle range. Her hat flew off of her head, like with the wind or something, and she went to try to go get it, and the brother pulled up, didn't even see her until he took the shot, and she unfortunately died.
I still don't see anything that looks like a jail or a military. So, back to the buildings we go. I don't know what's back here, but my chest is getting tight. So, I don't know. We'll see. Ugh. Heavy, 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 heavy. Yeah, walking through here at night might scare the bejesus out of us. So they went back to the railroad. Like, there's no building back here. What's the point? Oh, what's back there? Shooting range. That's why we don't go back there. We'll get shot. So, my chest is really heavy right now. I don't know, but because when I said something about like a military base or a jail, it might not present itself that way right now. I think one of these buildings is disguised as something else. Like maybe, I don't know, it's named something else, but I think it was housed for war crimes or military.
What kind of activity have you had in here?
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Kinner are very prominent.
Okay.
Like they're like almost like the protectors of the village. They're like the mom and dad of the village. They all interact with each other. It's really cool. Like it's a pioneer village, and they all are a community of spirits. And there's there's spirits at every building.
That's interesting because that's something we haven't experienced yet. Is like what you said, a community of spirits.
Like, oh, you know, like they know John over at the post office or this
Right.
guy over at the train depot, right? Like they all seem to know each other, and Mrs. Kinner is like grandma to everybody.
Interesting.
Mr. Kinner is the guy that's like, you know, he does not want to be entered in. He doesn't want people entering the house without him. You know what I mean? So like that's what she said. Knock on it. And touch it.
This one I wouldn't mind getting drawn in tonight too. The church and this one, and wherever the heck this, if I find a jail or something like that, I don't care if they say I have to draw, I'm going in there even if it ain't mine. Just saying. Heads up, Josh, I'm gonna rule the jail. And they got the door open, but we're gonna knock on the doorway. I feel like we're supposed to announce ourselves. If it was my home, I would want someone to knock before they come in. So I'm just gonna get that. And my chest hurts here. Touch the horseshoe. Knock before I come in. Hello. Thank you for letting me in your home. I think I'm gonna come back and visit you tonight. I don't know where they're going in, but I'm thinking that I'm gonna love it over there. I'm thinking that there's gonna be some answers over there.
So yeah, this is the front entrance to the barracks, and then this in here would have been the actual barracks. This would have been more like the guard area.
Okay.
So I'm really interested in what's back here. Oh, y'all feeling what I'm feeling? I think that's my military. Those are my military barracks. I said when they were going there that that's something. That's the military barracks. We're gonna sit and wait for them to get out of the buildings.
So you said German prisoners?
The German, Japanese, and I believe maybe Soviet too. Not 100% positive on the Soviet, but I know for sure Germans and Japanese soldiers were held.
So with this would have had bars and stuff in it, right? Or
No.
just how it is?
Yeah. But there would have been like, you know, beds around. And,
Yeah.
But like the POWs, I mean, they weren't treated like barbarically in here. I mean, they weren't it just, obviously it was like a prison cell.
Right.
But like they would put them to work on farms around the area.
Are you? Okay. And it says military museum. I'm not feeling that I knew when I was back on that land it was heavy. I wasn't feeling it. That says military museum. I'm not kidding you. When we get close, I'll show it to you. I hope I draw the military museum. It's a military museum, but I feel like it's gonna have served as some kind of, I don't know. So military museum, it could be barracks, but I feel like they maintain prisoners in there. So I don't know. We'll see. But they're in there, so we gotta wait. Stay tuned.
So what do you guys typically get in here?
A lot of soldiers. A lot of soldiers.
Do you get the foreign language?
I have actually heard Sieg Heil before.
God, there's a lot of energy in here with all this stuff.
Like, so Fort Defiance was actually just downtown a little bit, but like this was some of the stuff that they dug up during the excavation of Fort Defiance area, and you can see the excavation there.
Can y'all see that? Natural history. Wrong. These are the same buildings.
I think she's looking at the shanty.
The shanty.
Shanty.
Called it.
What'd you call?
Military. And this says something different, but I think they're the same. That's called something different, but I don't think it's different.
He says POW.
Huh?
He says POW, prisoner of war.
Yeah, it says military museum, but it's not.
Those are POW barracks.
Yeah, because that says something different, but
Yeah.
I'm on here saying they're screwing with me. They named it something different, but
No,
it's not.
because this is supposed to be the natural history building, but both of these are POW.
Okay.
But
But it is the same.
Yeah, they're two. They were on the same property. POW.
Okay.
They held German and Japanese soldiers.
Let me tell you where I think tonight.
what'd you think?
The church,
Okay.
the house that I told you to touch the horseshoe
Mm-hmm.
by the bell.
What's by the bell?
I don't know. That bell looks new, but I don't think it's new. I feel like it's the only thing left. But if they did a really good job if they restored it because it's brand new. So either I'm completely crazy or I'm just tired. But I don't think that bell's new. I think they did a really good job to make it look new. And that church is not peaceful. That church is like religion thrown up. Meaning I feel like there's like so many different kinds of religion in that one church that didn't all agree. There's a sideways cross in there. There's a cross that looks like it has a snake coming up that's missing the top of the cross. I didn't feel any kind of peace at all in that church. The doctor's office, something's going to happen in there too. So that's not creepy.
Now you developed this stuff, right?
I did not develop this. This is actually built by Paranormal 6. It is a company, paranormal6.com, but it's spelled with 2 X's.
Get in on that. Okay.
And this is a new device that I helped him develop. This is called the Toy Box, and the whole idea is based on the Devil's Toy Box. It's basically a box with mirrors in it. I actually haven't even pulled off all the plastic yet. And it has 5 different sensors on it. It has a magnetic field, has temperature, vibration, humidity, and air pressure. So 5 total settings, and if any of those things are set off, the door shuts.
That's cool.
Has this been used before?
Nick Groff and Tessa Groff, Deathwalker, they have been using it on their other escapades. They do a lot of adventures and things with just the 2 of them. You guys are going to be one of the first teams to field test this outside of those guys. Because
Nice.
Dave is at the Paranormal 6. They're actually going to be doing pre-orders for these starting on Friday, like next Friday. Not tomorrow, but the Friday after that. They're going to be doing $225 on these for shipping and everything included. Yeah, you guys are going to be the first team to actually field test
Awesome.
this tonight.
Sweet.
You hold it, take it.
You
guys
know,
will be
as a
good?
kid, the Jack in the Box scared the crap out of me. I think this might scare me more.
You know what's crazy? I'm actually out here just collecting B-roll right now. I'm completely alone. Tammy and Jason are inside where our tech room is. This place does bring out some really weird vibes. I keep going back to the term that Austin used, like a spirit community or like a ghost community. I definitely feel like I'm an outsider.
Oh yeah, those buildings are going to be way dark back here.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off so you guys can see. This is what we see. Camera is actually showing more light, but we're walking all the way to the back. We're gonna start at the Kinder House. Unfortunately, there were bats in the Kinder House.
Not going in the Kinder House.
Kinder, can we come in?